Hello, this is the final boss, and we are doing some leather working today. For some reason, I thought I was streaming, but I was only recording. Um, but here we go. You missed me having to put my very grouchy toddler down, so maybe that was for the best. I have my little stream tracker up here, um, so we're putting a little Celtic, Celtic, Celtic border around the side of this. I drew some lines with this ruler just to try to make sure that I was in the area I wanted to be. Yeah. And so, you need to get this just over the edge a little bit, but it'll be a nice little border. These aren't perfect, but they are sufficient. And that's all we ask for on Final Boss is not good, but good enough. So, I'm going to try to keep the leather wet enough so that it doesn't get kind of dry and hard to work. And then I don't want it so wet that there's a lot of water pooling on it. You can see we're getting a little bit here. So this side's probably pretty good. This side's kind of absorbing it pretty well. And so I can just get like a little shop towel and give it a little love. And this will kind of dry out over a couple of days. I'll hang it up, and then kind of the patterns will be more locked, and it'll be a little bit better. Probably do it more towards the foot of the table, but we'll see if this table collapses halfway through. You guys can get a good laugh on stream, I guess. All right. I don't even know what my just realized I don't even know what my Twitch category is set up as. It's probably as writing, but it's kind of similar. It's just create. We're going to be writing on this leather, so you know what? This counts as writing. This absolutely counts as writing. And if the hammering's too annoying, I can always mute. Can always mute a little bit if needs be. All right. We're getting there. See, that gets such a nice little pattern. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use a swivel knife to cut. We're going to use a swivel knife to cut a little internal pattern that we can go ahead and use to kind of make it look all frilly and pretty, which, this is a belt for the Foxy Lady herself. So we got to do it right, She's wearing this to Blizzcon. I'm going to hopefully have time to make one for myself to wear at Blizzcon. And then I might even try, get this is somewhat ambitious, but I might even try to make a pouch out of leather. I got all the gear for it. Look at how nice that looks. Look at how nice and Celtic. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the bordering up here. Now, just to get something there, and then I can snip off the kind of these extra bits that don't look so nice. All right. Do want those scissors to stay nice and dry though, because those are very bougie scissors. How am I doing here? I don't know if I'm still well enough in focus. We're gonna find out. Good enough. Good enough. Nice. It's kind of a raking light, but you know what? It's as good as it's gonna get for this leather work, and I'll tell you that. This still is a writing channel, not a restoration channel, so I don't in standard def definition. Check and see if my bit rate is behaving. Let's see. I was having some internet issues in the past, and I'm still having them. Gosh darn. What the heck? Must be the wire. Interesting, interesting. I don't know why it's like just dying on me here. Interesting. Um, Let me try a speed test. Yeah, maybe it's the wiring's bad now. Now it says 14,000 kbps down. Oh yeah, maybe it just needed to be reminded that I'm checking. Now it's fine. Now it's green. That's so freaking weird, man. I don't get it sometimes. Is there like a... No, that's all disconnected. Take a quick looky poo, but it's green now. Maybe it was the encoder settings was grinding it to a halt. Seems happy now. All right, well, it's green. I won't tamper with the green. If it stays green, then I'm calling it good. So I guess my encoder settings were wrong. I don't know, man. Do I look like an internet person to you? Did I take my hammer with my stamp with me over there? I have this stamp. But did I take my did? This is how old I'm becoming. Took the wrong stamp with me. Look at how nice that little pattern is, though. I got these little Celtic things, and I've really used them a lot. I've liked these stamps more than I expected to. Hopefully that'll work now. We'll find out. Maybe it was the encoder. Like my computer's getting old, so maybe it's just taking too much CPU when it's encoding it like high quality or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't care if it's a little blurry. Hopefully you guys don't care either, but if you do, make sure to absolutely eviscerate me in the comments. Teach me the meaning of my failure. All right. Whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. All right. All righty. Look at how nice it's looking. And this is like almost an offcut of a big strip of leather I have over there. But thankfully, you know, I don't use the pretty cuts as often because I'm kind of a noob. Look at that beautiful border. I will want to clean that one up a smidge. But overall, this is shaping up nicely. I'm going to make sure I have enough room to monogram this for the boss lady. And then maybe I'll do some more leatherworking tonight. If y'all like this, I want to try to get a few things done for like BlizzCon. It's coming up. So yeah, my fingers already get tired though. This does tire your hands out. And surprisingly this hand, because you're trying to keep the punch as steady as possible when you're hammering it. But you know, I made a belt for my mom. I made a belt for another friend, so it's time to make one for the Foxy Lady, and especially one that she can use as she dresses as a night elf. So I'm pretty excited to see her swag this year. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get her thing done. I'm also doing leatherwork next Saturday with a few friends that wanted me to give them the rundown. Actually, that looks really nice so far. Gosh, I kind of, it's an offcut because this leather kind of changes colors. It gets a lot darker and it gets a lot lighter here, and it's kind of like right on the edge of a big hunk, but I kind of think that gives it a little bit of extra je ne sais quoi. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. All right. I'm going to just give this guy a little trim right here so we can these scissors are pretty OP. It's not perfect, but you know what? Nothing's perfect. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so what I want to do next is kind of find where I want the center to be. It's probably like right around here is dead center. And then I do want to make sure I have a little empty section for the monogram here. So it'll be about like that. Right. So that's marked off, and then we kind of do some fun swivel knife stuff. So y'all can see what that's all about. All right, let's see how my encoder is doing. I guess that was the trick, taking it off high. Yeah, it's all green now. Or just, man, it's so weird, dude. I don't get it half the time why it gets mad at me. Should I like start streaming again? I don't know. Whatever. Drop some frames in the beginning, but it's better now. So this is kind of the edge. So I want to, God, I haven't done swivel knife for a while. I want to start drawing my little like leaves here. So I'm gonna go on my, oopsie. So I'm gonna try to draw a pattern like that. Just drop it sharp. Okay. It's not pretty, but it's my form up. And we'll try to get a little bit more of a curve in. It'll look better once you hammer it out, just for the record. Sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay too. This doesn't have to be amazing. It just needs to be finished. That's the way of all art. Finished is always better than amazing. Oopsie. Lost a little bit there. Okay. Oh, it's coming out a little nicer. Give us a little more love here. I went on my exercise earlier today. Little stinky boss right now, so I'm not loving that. You know, this is going to work up a sweat as it is, so I may as well be a little extra cautious. Okay, so that's those. This side, similar thing. Just making some little simple looping patterns, nothing too crazy. I'm not a grandmaster by any stretch in terms of leatherworking. Try to stick with the oopsie. Let's try to stick with the stuff that I can't mess up too badly. It's pretty sharp. That's good. Make one facing down this way. I don't know. I mean, you can tell that a lot of thought and planning is going into this particular art project, right? You guys can see that. That's kind of the fun. It's the nice thing about leatherworking is, it still comes out. It's very forgiving. Even if you're not that good, if you didn't make something that pretty, it's just looks nice no matter how you slice it. Eh, that one less. All right, so we got three little loop-de-loops, and then we'll start um, carving them here. All right, this will probably be where it's getting buckled over. So I think we're good with this, with the cutting for now. Then um, we start beveling. Beveling. This is when it starts to look less bad. I think beveling's next, right? There's a certain order, but I'm pretty sure beveling's second. Actually, I don't know if I hammer out the centers a little bit. I don't remember exactly. I could look at the book. It's right here. Just remember if I bevel first or if I do my flat first. Let's see. Leather burning. Is this leather working? Yes, product guide. No, it's a product guide. Where is it? Oh well. Um, I'll do the kind of the filler tool a little bit first. All right, so we're just gonna work one side to the other. Yeah, I almost don't even need, this hammer is so heavy that it just like wrecks almost. Yeah, I think I do the center and then I bevel the outside. So that's what I'm going to try to do. It's been a little while since I've done this, so you'll have to forgive my, my forgetfulness. Let me do like, all right, good enough for government work. Let's just do a quick bevel just to make sure that that's looking good, at least at the finished line here. Yeah. That's all right. I want it to be straight up and down though. The trick with the beveler, don't want to slide it if you can help it. That's nice. Yeah, I think that is how I'm supposed to do it. Glad I checked. Right along that cut line, it kind of makes that nice little shape. Yeah, that seems correct. Is this riveting? I hope so. I hope it's riveting. That is hard on your, just like tires your hand out so much. Forgot about that. So one downside is like, this is like going to like the hand marathon. Like if you think playing a musical instrument gets your hands tired, probably just because I'm doing it wrong, but you know, kind of my MO is like do it wrong until hopefully you eventually do it right. See, that looks best, but that is a little trickier to do. Okay. I think I might just try to do it like that though. See, that's how you learn. You just F it up and you hopefully make your mistakes on the edge of the project instead of the center. It's the best you can do. Let me see how that's looking here. Cool. Lighting is surprisingly nice. And I guess it's working. The encoder's working now. Must have been that forcing it to high quality or something. I don't know. Hopefully y'all stick with it. Get to the end here. All right. Banana. All right, like this here. It's kind of like so much shaping. All right. Now for the kind of like doing a little 3 dots between them. Do that again here. We'll just have them be like opposite directions, I guess. I kind of like that. I'm good with that. So this is going to be down. This will be up. Oh, I did not do that correctly. Oh well. Well, one of them is off. Doesn't matter. That's how you know it's been handmade by someone who's doing it to learn rather than for professional skills. Right? That's what we all come here for. All right. All right. Yeah, I might just go like tool by tool now that I've kind of, I think, remembered the right flow. So I'll go through and do all the smoother, which is this pear-shaped thing. I don't know what it's called exactly. I should look it up. What am I? What kind of streamer am I? You know? Looks nice though. I think the Foxy Lady will be glad of my gift. I think I do some of the like this stuff first, I think. I think I do this bit first actually. It's the very first. That gets smoothed over. It's been a little while since I've done leatherworking, but I think that's the way it goes. I do these ones first. And then I smooth it out. You know. I know my books are on here somewhere. I just need to find my leatherworking book, wherever it is. But I kind of want to just get this belt done if I can. My camera dead? Alright, how we doing? No, it's still kicking. Alright. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright. Now we use the pear shader, if I remember correctly. We'll see. If this one looks like significantly worse, we'll know that I was mistaken. But I think you do like the most... Yeah, certain ones you do first for reasons. It's just like kind of where... It's sort of like in a painting, like you paint the background first. I think like the more you want things to kind of like be like accents versus features, you kind of put them in the back of the workflow. So like those little like marks are kind of more accents in a lot of ways. So see, because they'll kind of fade out, but they'll give it a little bit of depth. I think that's kind of the idea. It's been a while since I've done leatherworking. Did I mention that? 5 times? But Blizzcon is a good forcing mechanism, you know. I'm gonna take the jacket off because it's warm. Whew. Get this a little bit of moisture. Oh, that's way better. I don't know what I was doing with my jacket on. What a silly goose I am. Oh, what a goose I am. Alright, just make sure nobody's pulling here. Alright, I think I'm happy. I'm happy. Looking good. It's looking good. And then we're going to burn in the Foxy's name. Bevel. Do the backgrounding tool, which is like kind of this makes it have this kind of like hazy look on her over. The pear shader's nice. Yeah, once you're done with like the pear shader and the beveler, I feel like a lot of what you're, even if it's like not very well started like mine, it just looks it looks a lot better. They do have a pretty significant impact. And if anybody does leatherworking, like feel free to like post and say, Jeff, you're doing this wrong, because I probably am. But the only way you do things right is by starting by doing things wrong. Start with screwing up. That's life. Start with screwing it up, and forever will it dominate your destiny. Alright, that's nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that so far. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does give it a little bit of texture, which I think is kind of the point. Like when you do it, like when you do like the fan, I forget what it's called, the little like fan texture looking thing at the beginning. I think it's to give it a little bit of like texture. Like, you know, it's kind of oopsie. Get my center line and then I'll hammer the rest in, huh? Shake my fingies out. I don't think this is like a craft that's that, you know, punishing compared to I don't know, like probably like line art is very punishing because then I guess you can erase stuff. But, you know, maybe once you get into the writing's punishing. Writing's hard. I'll give you that. All the writers who watch this channel are like, why isn't Final Boss writing? I'm like, yeah, because I need a break sometimes. It's a little too dappled. I kind of want it to be like a smooth shade, so I might just like tap 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 tap. That's a little less dappled, but still not ideal. That's nice. I mean, it's just such a pretty material, you know. Put some mustard on it there. Give it a little bit of a transition here. That one's kind of weird, isn't it? What's beeping at me on my phone? Oh. Alright. Man, no one's chatting. That's it's a quiet day, I guess. It's Saturday. I guess everybody's out doing their own leatherworking, their own weird projects in their garage. That's what y'all do, right? Saturdays. Not play games and relax. Weird projects only, right? It's kind of a... You follow this channel, it's kind of a rule. You have to have your weird projects. That's better. I'll just cut down the transitions just a smidge. And the last one. I think this is called the pear shader. Alright. Okay. So, I'm going to make some little flower offshoots from these. Still wet. So I probably should have done this earlier, but just make a little plant on each side here. So it's probably like this side here. Then I'll do that here. Just to give it some little leaves, I guess. I don't know. That's the thing. You can improvise quite a bit, completely mess it up, and because leather is so forgiving, it'll generally not look too terrible. It might look a little dumb, but it won't be like so obviously dumb that everyone's like, why are you putting that on? It's disgusting. See? Nice little fruits. Guess that's grain. I accept it. How nice. Is that dead? I can't tell. That looks really better than I expected, so I'm good with that. Ah! There it goes. All right. Now the beveler. Tool by tool we go. Tool by tool, hands of blue. Oh yeah, am I dead? No, I'm still alive. I'm not dead yet. Man, is there anybody even watching? I'm doing all this leather working and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Oh well, it's fine. I still need to get it done. beauty of that's actually coming out. I think the camera is looking nice. The camera angle is great. All right, we'll take a quick restroom break and be right back. Right. So no one raided my garage while I was using the restroom. That's nice. All right, Beveler. Beveler, Beveler, Beveler. Beveler, Beveler? Beveler, Beveler, Beveler. Beveler! There it is. All right. All right. So once you get these in, it starts to have a little bit more depth, which I think is a good thing. Nah, I think those need to go on top. So that's like a good example, right, of like I'm gonna have to redo a little bit of this because I think the beveler needed to go beneath the cedar. But you kind of learn. That's how I learn, at least the dumb way. That's how knuckleheads like me learn. It was very slowly and through lots of mistakes. Yeah, that looked nice. Very nice. I luckily leather very forgiving. See, and that like air cut barely visible now. Voila. Et voilà. So yeah, whenever the lines meet up, it takes a little bit of extra, at least for me, it takes a few extra kind of like actions to make sure that they kind of match up and like don't shade weirdly. I don't think I'm, obviously executing it perfectly, but it's at least the goal. Let's see. Let's see. All right. I have some music here, but I don't think I'm allowed to put it on stream, so I've muted my audio. My apologies. I think I have like a Twitch allowed music thing, but whatever. But whatever. You all have music on in the background anyways, right? Is that what most people do? Yeesh, that's looking a little rough. It's a little too much sideways, kind of makes it nasty. Yeah, let me go ahead and give it a little bit more. Awa. Oi. Oi. Okay, well, fine. Yeah, this tires your hands out, I'll tell you that. Interesting. Oops. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that quite right from that angle. I might switch it this way. Kind of find that sometimes if I hammer or do something towards me, it comes out a little cleaner than if but then I'm still getting too far under the lip there. Eh, I'll switch it back in a second, I think, but at least for this next bit, I want to try. We try, we try. We trying, we trying. Hmm. Eh. We're getting there. Man, those tight corners are tough still. I don't think I got them down yet. I think I can kind of like overlap them a little bit. It looks nice. It's all about zooming out. Uh-oh, did my camera actually die this time? We'll see. We shall see. We shall. It has. It is deader than a rock. All right. Well, luckily, got a battery and backup, and I'm ready to go. Mm. So weird. I'm gonna change it a little bit because this thing gets a little weird. My music. Ah, darn it! It's lost focus. How sad. Uh. All right. Let's do creativity. All right. Oh yeah, that's cool. Hmm? Okay. Get this guy. I don't want them rolling in the water, please. Let's finish beveling. Get on my bevel. Get on my bevel. I know, I know. I could have chosen the life of a stand-up comedian, but, I decided that I needed a family, so. Alright, I can kind of just get this corner here. It's a little tricky. I don't know how I'm going to shape that. I don't know if I should call that a success, but at least it's not a complete failure. Nice. That was better. I want to get this little lip out. Oh, a little too hard. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Then I don't know if I'll have enough time to make everything I'm hoping to for Blizzcon, but we'll see what happens. That's nice. To my untrained eye, at least. Excellent. Excellent. I did line those, yeah. Those are both lined. This one is not. This one is very, very faintly so, to the point where I might want to give it a little bit. There, a little nicer. And now, too loose. It's not coming out perfect, but it's something. Mallet. Yes. Try. Nice. And then I got that bevel in. All right. You know what? Because I have those markers already, I'm going to do my little, just going to do a little star here, right here. And then I'm going to do this one going down. There we go, and that'll be the monogram. I like that. I like that. It's going to look nice. Not perfect, but when you got nice, you don't need perfect. Right? So it's said by somebody famous, I'm sure. Who would want things to be perfect in this broken world? Only a twisted. There we go. I'm kind of getting a little bit better at those curves. Ooh, I almost did that backwards. That would have been very unfortunate. Yeah, it's like leatherwork is forgiving to a degree, but if you make a bad cut or something, you kind of have to. It's just going to be there now. That looks kind of nice. I like that. It's a little bit digging under, but not too bad. It's kind of nice like that, isn't it? Alright. I accept this. Oh, I did it on the outside there, I guess. Oh, live and learn. Sometimes if it's like good enough to like bring a smile to someone's face, you don't really have to get that good at something to make it worth doing. Oh, yikers. Yeah, speaking of. It's a little bit. Where's my shader? Shader. Here, we'll give this a little bit of a smoothing. All right, all better. Let's see, is anybody chatting on any other sites? Oops. No, nobody loves me. I knew it. It's all good. This will make a great, I don't know what. This will make a great VOD. There we go. That's enough contoured, I think, to be reasonable. I can be reasonable. Reasonable. That's weird. Yeah, a little over the line, but we're getting there. All right. That one's a little on the thin side. Reasonable. Reasonable. Simple. I mean, that's where the cut was, for better or for worse. I do wish I had a bigger background tool, but it's all good. Once that's done, that one's good. I accept that. Interesting. Simply. Eh. Debating whether I should use the backgrounder. It just takes so long. Does it look that much nicer? Not really. I might just leave it like this. Why not? Save myself some headache. I can ask Danny, see what she prefers. She's in Baldur's Gate right now. But, you know. Oh, come on now. Okay. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to ask the boss what she would like. All right. All right. The backgrounder it is. So, to work we go. I might put, at the end, since I have some room, I might put another little diamond here. Hammer. That's pointing down, so this one points up. Yeah, I kind of like those little randomly alternating things. It's RNG. It's RNG. It's whatever happened to hit that time. All right. Okay, let's give it a little bit more water here, just to kind of keep it nice and good for me here. Then we're gonna get to the backgrounding. So this will take a minute. Okay, because my backgrounder is tiny. But get my drop towel here. Just get the puddles. No puddles, we do. We do not want puddles. I probably should get a bigger background if I'm gonna do more of these things. There's my there it is. That's the background. I don't know if I should just use my little wood hammer. Because this one doesn't have to, you don't have to hit it very hard for it to like be effective. There, see. This also covers a multitude of sins. That's probably for the best that we're doing this. So definitely allows for a much more forgiving outcome. Okay, very light, very light, very light, very light. There you go. I like I like it. I like it. You know, she was right. It needs the backgrounder. It looks so much better. I was being lazy. But no more. See, there's a little scratch here, so I kind of want to go a little heavier with the backgrounder, so it's a little more just even, you know? It's gonna be a nice belt. Let me see. I might get my wood mallet. See if that's a little bit, because this is such a small face. Can you start to see what's going on? It's a little too focused on the near ground, but whatever. I can fix that in a moment. Oi! Ow. There you go. It's a little bit better. Focus. All right, wood hammer. Are you going to offer a better? Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah. This thing is just so beefy. It is a little harder to be really as accurate as I like to be. Of course, it leaves a lot of little wood bits everywhere, but you know, we pay the price. Yeah, this does spit off chunks of wood randomly, but you know, overall it's better. That looks nice. I accept it. You know, maybe I can just like go over them with this. Maybe a little less. I don't know how I feel about those standing out that much. We'll see. Those don't look super great. Should have done one of the crescents. I'll use the heavier one for a little bit, just because it's like, still don't know if I agree with all the strategic decisions I've made quite yet, but sometimes you just gotta do the best you can. Yeah, I think I like, yeah, this one's just easier for the fill, even though it spits wood everywhere. I'm cutting it a little too close. I think I like some of the smoothness showing. Just give it a little bit of a lighter. I think that's better. A little bit of, yeah, just less frequency, less density, I think looks a little bit better than. See. blow up all the wood chips that have come off the mallet. Yeah. All right. That looks nice. I accept it. You know what I should do is just restamp these real quick. Just so they don't lose definition. There. That should be sufficient to resolve most of these issues. Okay, we're getting later. It's getting a little later. I need to get a bigger backgrounder, man. I just get one on Amazon before I start doing the rest of my Blizzcon stuff. Maybe. When I get I think the beveler's right. Backgrounder leatherworking tool. Some cool ones. Gosh, there's bevelers and backgrounders. I need better ones, but they're expensive. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Those are pretty sweet, though. Good gosh. Some of these are awesome. Those are pretty neato. beveler, beveler, backgrounder, beveler. Darn, man. Well, we'll see. I'll keep my eyes open. Oops. Let's see, Twitch. Proceed. Okay. Okay. It's nice that this only takes like an hour and a half. Yeah, that's way better. I need to get a belt buckle too. I have my belt buckle that I'm going to use for myself. I don't have an extra one for this one, though. Unfortunately. I'm happy with that. That's looking nice. Only been an hour and a half or so, you know, not too bad for an hour and a half. Make a nice belt. Maybe a little bit more, but yeah, just give it a little bit of a raise up here. Not ideal, but is what it is. Okay. Alrighty. It's one of the better belts I've made, I'll tell you. And it's been a while, too, so I'm pleased as punch. That actually came out really nicely. Yeah, you have a lot more control with the wooden mallet. That thing is just a beast. It's great. Like you don't have to work hard to like hammer whatever you want in, but if you want to have like varying depths, gonna start heating up my wood burner. Get a piece of paper to carve the name in. My leather burner, I mean. All right. I accept this. And go tell the foxy lady to pick out a belt buckle. This one. There's my Celtic one here. There. I accept it. I probably need to give this a little bit more of a water down at some point. I stop it before, yeah. All right, I accept this. Cool. Time to write the name. So, like that wide. Oh, my old age. It's catching up with me. All right. I just want a pen. There we go. Okay. So, these are kind of the borders. I probably want to give margin. So probably like here is where a letter could start. And then that's about that. I mean, you can tell this is going to be very exact. So this is the edges. I want this margins, but I can put like something like that. Looks good. All right, now I get this kind of centered. Not there. How far is that? Pretty far. Okay, so this is about kind of where it needs to be. And I get my little ball pointer. I probably should use tracing paper, but printer is what I got. So today, that's what we're using. How are we doing? A little low. Okay. Oh. Oops. Oh. X. Wait, I gotta redraw this one too, huh? Alright. Yeesh. Not ideal. It's a little, looks like my toddler wrote it, but maybe we'll put the X down here to start. Give it a little bit of previs love here. Okay, that needs to top off there. Okay. All right. Let me just validate with the boss. All right, I'm gonna grab a quick little extension cord so I don't have to do too much here. Come on, where's my short extension? This is the one downside of being the final boss is you do have to remember where you put things, and that is easier said than done. Whatever. All right, I might do this off camera then, but I'm gonna burn in the name, and yeah, hope you all had fun watching. Take care.